Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rati and I'm a legal technologist, consultant, and an entrepreneur. And on this channel, we talk about everything non-traditional law, how to get into it, how to navigate it, and be the best version of you can be, right? And today, we're going to be talking about how to transition from a law firm role to a legal technology role. And I know a lot of people are kind of being like, oh, I don't want to do the traditional law thing, or there's not a lot of jobs available the law firm or the traditional law like arena. So I'm going to tell you guys how to pivot into a legal technology role and how you can leverage the skills you already have and get into it. So let's get into it. But wait. Have you subscribed? I'll give you the intro and you subscribe. Right. So we're going to discuss why this topic matters, like transitioning from law firm to legal tech, and you know, why is legal tech a great option for you to pivot into, right? Now, I know what it's like to be in a law firm and think, oh my gosh, this is getting so draining, or it's getting boring. Now, guys, legal is something that's not exciting in general. So some people find that they get bored more easily and or more than they expected. So they want to pivot. Or it's just not giving, like, it's killing your anxiety, it's giving you stress. And it's just not that thing, right? Like for me, I suffered burnout, and that's what led me to be like, no, we can't do this forever, guys. I must find something that at least makes me enjoy my job daily. And that's why I pivoted. So that's why this topic is important for me, at least. And I think other people suffer from the same thing and they just don't know how to say it. So, as your legal big sis, I'm here to tell you it's okay, right? Now, why is legal tech a great option? Number one, there's a better work life balance, like everything. Because, guys, I'm not going to lie. Working in a law firm, you can have some stupid hours. Like you can have 16-hour days. They say 9 to 5, but it can really be 16 hours. And it's a nightmare. Legal tech allows you to have a better work life balance, So at least you will have, it won't be 9 to 5, obviously, but you can at least manage it a bit more. Like maybe if they say hard stop at 6 p.m., it means hard stop at 6 p.m. You know what I mean? It's not like that thing where we're supposed to stop at 5, but at 10 o'clock here we still are. So that's number one. Number two, there's a lot more remote and hybrid options, right? So you don't always have to go into the office. A lot of legal tech roles are like hybrid at most, remote at best. So if you are that person who's just not liking going to the office anymore, this also might be something for you. Number three, there's a very high demand for legal professionals with tech skills now because that's where the space is going. So a lot more roles are kind of popping up. So at least there's a lot more opportunity to get you hired. So this is also why it's another option because yeah, guys, job hunting can be a nightmare. Trust me. So this also gives you a better opportunity to get hired. And last but not least, it future proofs your career. Now, everyone knows tech is where the world is going, and everyone is now talking about AI, Gen AI, prompt engineering, all that kind of good stuff, right? If you become part of the legal tech space or just innovation or legal operations, you are just forced to garner tech skills that everyone is using. So you're not getting left behind and you're not suffering from getting removed or losing your job because you don't have the appropriate skills. So legal tech kind of forces you to keep up to date with whatever's happening in the industry. That means you are always gonna be on point and less likely to lose your job because of foolish things. All right. Now we're gonna get into the steps and the actual reason you're here. So in total, I have 6 steps that are going to get you from law firm baddie to legal tech guru. Okay. Step number 1, you have to understand what legal technology actually is. Okay, legal technology is the softwares and the tools, toolkits, tech-wise, that help lawyers provide their services and make them more efficient and make them work smart, not hard. Now, once you know that, you'll know that there's a difference between a legal technologist and a technology lawyer. Right. Then it also makes it easier for you to navigate the job hunt space when you know what legal tech actually is. Number two, identifying your transferable skills. I'm going to give you 4 options and what a law firm skill is and what it will translate to in legal technology. If you're very good at client management, it means you'll be doing customer success in legal technology. So that's basically the same thing. You're managing relationships with your clients and your customers and ensuring that they're getting the service that they need. Number 2, drafting contracts. If you're very good at drafting contracts and you love the contract space, like me, it means you're going to go into contract automation. So you'll be doing a lot of automating contracts, dealing with tech and solutions and companies that are in that space. Number 3, if you're very good at legal research, you will be doing product analysis or product management. So this is essentially kind of seeing what the product does and how well it does and what it needs to become better and more efficient. And last but not least, compliance. Like me, I loved compliance, and that meant I ended up in implementation. So now this allows your vendor or your customer to implement the tools that they need properly and make them more efficient. So yes, you bought the tool, but you have to implement it and make sure that it's working properly and efficiently in whatever department it's working in. Got that? Right. Step number 3. Now you have to become familiar with all the tools that are in the market, because once you become familiar with them, you can see which companies, which vendors you want to work with and which ones link or match your skills that we mentioned in step number 2. So tools like Clio is for case management and practice management. So this can go from anything from managing a department to managing the whole law firm itself. So it does everything from billable hours, invoicing, to onboarding your new clients and sending emails. So it depends whichever place you place yourself in that cycle. There's DocuSign. Now, I'm sure a lot of lawyers have used DocuSign by now. DocuSign is basically getting documents e-signed and notarized. So you don't physically have to send the document itself. You can send a digital version and get an e-signature on it. Number 3 is Juro, which does a lot of contract automation. So that's if you're kind of wanting to go into the contract lifestyle, which is CLM or contract automation. So you become more familiar with Juro. And LawView. Now, LawView does legal operations, which is the management of the practice as a whole and just operational efficiencies. Now, all of these tools have like free trials and free certifications as well. So you can just try get used to them and get to know them, because a lot of times when you interview for these companies, they want to at least know that you have an idea of what their product does and the little nitty-gritties, right? So get familiar with them so that you can at least talk to them and apply for jobs at those firms. Now, step number 4, you need to build your personal brand in the legal tech space. Now, everyone is different. Like everyone does their thing and everyone has found their niche. Some people create their own niches, which is fine and great, but you have to have something you are known for. This way, the way you do this, not this way, the way you do this is, first of all, start by updating your LinkedIn. Talk about the fact that you're pivoting into the new space and you're kind of learning how to do this. So you kind of put things like aspiring legal technologist or aspiring document automation specialist, things like that. So it kind of gets people acclimatized to the new version of you. Number 2, follow like thought leaders in the space. So depending on which one you want to go, good people I would suggest is people like Leah Malatelli, Colin Levy, Nicola Shaver, who else? Sarah Glassmeyer. Yes, there's quite a few, but I'll link their names I think probably in the description below. It's easier. Those are the kind of names you need to follow if you're in the legal tech space, that is. But whatever it is, if you're going to legal ops, if you're going to legal design, find out who the legal thought leaders are, like the leading thought leaders are, and start following them. That way you'll get to know more about the space and possible courses and certifications you can take to kind of get better. And number 3, share your journey. Like tell people on LinkedIn that, oh, I've started this new journey of pivoting into this new career, into this new space. I want to learn more. I'm doing this certification, I'm doing this course, things like that. People just kind of get to see you and people start inviting you to things or kind of directing you and guiding you. So do that more often, and you'll get to also grow your network in the process. Now, step number 5, which leads in from step number 4, is start gaining certifications. So there's a various amount of certifications. Some vendors offer their own certifications, like Clio, Lawview, Juro. They also offer their own certifications. But a good place to start would be Coursera. Coursera has a lot of prompt engineering, agentic AI, Gen AI, like a lot of just legal tech fundamentals. You can get them from there, and they'll be very useful. Google also has some as well. So that's a good place to start, and you kind of navigate yourself from there. There is also legal project management that you can find on the Africa Legal platform. Now, these are all free that I've mentioned, so at least you can start off with no budget. And then if you have the budget, you can go for the more paid courses and kind of take it from there. And step number 6, as always, network, guys. You have to start joining the legal tech communities and kind of getting to know the people a bit better. So communities like SALT, Women in Legal Tech, ILTA, depending on where you are in the world, there's also going to be events, things like Legal Tech Talk that happens in London every summer. There's ILTACon that happens on various global venues every year. There's Legal Geek as well. So there's so many events that you can go to, that you can network and kind of meet who's who and kind of get them to know them better. And now we're going to just talk about how long this will likely take you, and we'll take it from there. Now, I've given you these 6 tips to follow, right, to see how you can transition from law firm to legal tech. Now, this can take you an average of 6 to 12 months, depending on how consistent you are and how much time you have to give to this. But on average, it's about 6 months. And then that way you can start looking for roles and kind of talking to people about actually doing the work. So it's a long, but it's not a long time. So it just depends on you and your consistency. Some people even take 3 months. It's just dependent on your levels of curiosity and commitment to it, right? I'll talk about how I did it. For me, it was my curiosity, and I was currently unemployed at that time, so I had all the time to focus on this. For me, it took me about 6 months, and I just did a lot of research into the industry, who's who, what's available I was comparing the UK market to the US market to the Africa market. I wanted to be very Africa centric and EMEA centric. So I was trying to find out who's who in my network, but I ended up bumping into someone in the US market and kind of network my way into a job. And that's how I ended up working at a legal tech startup and being part of the founding team for 2 years. So, guys, talking to people helps. You will end up getting hired in a place you didn't even expect. Now, the final tips. Start yesterday. And I mean like as soon as possible, because there's no good or bad time to do this. It's just start and just keep going. Number 2, leverage your legal background. Now, this is a very good thing to have if you're pivoting into the legal tech space, because a lot of people who are in the legal tech space are tech people who went into legal, not legal people who went into tech. So if you're coming from the legal space and you're wanting to go into legal tech, you always have a big advantage over some of the people, because your legal knowledge is very useful to navigate either customer success or vendor management or product management, because you know a lot about the end user, who's usually law firms or in-house GCs. So you can give them little tips and tricks to sell the product. Number 3, build your network. And I think we're probably going to be singing this one till the cows come home. Networking is very important. And once you build your network and you're strategic about it, you'll start gaining knowledge much quicker and also get opportunities much quicker as well. And last but not least, document your journey. Talk about it as much as you can on LinkedIn. Humble brag here and there, but just sharing the fact that, oh my gosh, today I learned this, or I discovered this new tool, I discovered this new part of legal tech. That kind of, I don't know how to put this, what's the word? English has run out. It draws people to you, and people will be more curious about who you are and kind of want to connect with you, and that's how you will build authentic relations in your network and grow, and the sky is the limit. Now, if you want to hear more of these kind of stories, comment, subscribe to the channel, DM me if you have any questions. I'm always open to talking to people about my journey and how to help you get on this journey and join the legal tech industry, the legal ops industry. It's a wonderful world, and we're always happy to have more people join it. Comment below if you want to know more about this, if you want to know if you have any specifics that you want to ask, and yeah, we'll take it from there. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And in the next video, we're going to be talking about balancing multiple roles. I'm a multiple hat wearer. So in the next video, I'm going to tell you guys how I do that, and I'm going to also show you how you can wear multiple hats and look like a boss babe whilst you're doing it and not look like your problems.